I'm taking this Jackrabbit Trail today. I'm on the Fire Tower Road right here, and I'm planning on walking up here and over here back to the fire tower where I'm parked. I've just walked down the road to here, but I originally started at the on a trail up at the Fire Tower Cupola. So here we go. Quite a few leaves have already fallen off the trees. Should be a fair bit of sunlight in the bush to help keep me warm. It's not the warmest of days. Probably about 14 or 15 degrees Celsius today. A little bit of color still overhead. It's a fair bit of color just right along the roadside. You can see through the bush. Actually, it's a perfect day for hiking. Just the right temperature. Not too many reds left. It's mostly golden leaves. Every time I see red leaves around white birch bark, it reminds me of a drawing I once did with birch trees, and red leaves were in the picture. And Jack told me that birch trees have yellow leaves in the fall. Why did you do red? Well, that's why I did red, because very often there's a maple tree very close to a birch tree, and you often see red against the white bark, which I think is a very dramatic look. So that's why I did the drawing that way. Jack was more of a naturalist than an artist. Very pretty through here. Get quite a bit of traffic along this trail because a lot of the leaves have been brushed to the side, so well, it's off of the Fire Tower Road, and I imagine they get quite a few visitors to the fire tower. There's a bright punch of red. Well, here's another sign to tell me where I am. So if I want to go back to the Jeep, I guess I take this red trail. But it didn't seem to take that long to walk the Jackrabbit Trail. I'm tempted to head down this other trail here and back out to Fire Tower Road and then walk back. So, what is it? Double black trail, snowshoe trail. Well, it looks like there might be some scenery in around this area. Something to take pictures of? Let's see. Well, yeah, I think I'll go a little bit further because it's only about 2:45. Got plenty of daylight and lots of energy. And it's a beautiful day for hiking. Looks like it's going to be a pretty trail. Lovely in here. So I've come to another sign, Jackrabbit Trail. I'm here. This blue trail looks like it might take me out to where there's some views. I don't know, there's some beautiful red trees up there, so that's where I'm going. I'm seeing red. I love the red. Ah, isn't that gorgeous? All the way up. Red, red, red. Try to keep an eye out for the trail signs so they're dark blue and they kind of blend in with the tree trunks at this time of day anyway. Oh, what splendid color. Beautiful. I'm so glad I decided to come this way. There's the next blue sign. Shows an arrow pointed this way. I don't see any blue. There's a red trail over there. And I did find the blue marker, but it's kind of weird the way it went around, because there's the arrow over there, which means I'd see it from this angle. So I'm not sure what that's all about, but there's blue up ahead on that white backing. So I guess this is the right way. There's two different types of club moss here. This is one that kind of goes straight up from the ground. And then there's another one like this that looks almost like a little tree. Quite a bit of it in here. Up above the club moss is this gorgeous red. There's no end to the beautiful trails around Elliot Lake. I just can't get over how I'm always finding some place a little different to where I've walked before. Some of these trails, though, are not available in the wintertime because they use them for cross-country skiing, and they're closed to hikers. Come to a spot where there's two trails, a red and a blue one. It's 3:15. I want to get down here eventually. I'll walk back up to the Jeep. So, I don't know, the red one looks interesting because it takes you out to this spot where it's showing all kinds of cameras So I'm thinking there's a view. I'm thinking, yeah. So that's where I should go probably. Okay. So red goes this way, I believe. There's quite a distance to view, and I can see the electrical or the power transmission lines in the lower part of that. Interesting. That arrow points out towards the valley. I've gone down into that clearing and I've looked all the way around and I don't see any more trail markers, so, and there's debris all over the place, so I don't know how I'm supposed to walk unless it's down through there. Maybe that's it. I'll check that out, but otherwise I'm turning around because I don't want to get lost in there. Well, there's a little tiny bit of ribbon there. I don't know if that means that this is the way to go, but it looks like about a path, sort of. Maybe there's a trail marker down through here. It's in the red color, like I'm supposed to be on. That looks a little bit like a trail. I'm pretty sure I don't go that way. I don't see any trail markers there either. Let's try this. Better make note of what this looks like though, so I can go back this way. There's a stump there with a bunch of stuff on it. That's my landmark for getting back onto the other trail. We'll see. Now there's a marker. Took them long enough. Good thing it was on a ATV trail, so that it was obvious that in that sense. And the transmission lines are right up above. So off in the distance you can see some hills. I don't much like walking underneath this transmission line though. It's not the nicest area to walk, so I think I'll go back and do the blue trail. A little bit of color here. Typical of the transmission line areas, there's usually a lot of color along the edge of the meadow. So I'm back over on the blue trail, and actually it is much prettier. I'd much rather be walking along a bush trail than under the transmission lines. Too man-made looking. Such pretty bush. It's gorgeous. Especially this time of day with that low light coming through the trees. Very pretty. I'm getting low on battery power, so I think I'll just shut up and take photographs. Oops, I'm not sure what that means. Does that mean hikers shouldn't use this either? No, it's got to be just talking about skiers. I mean, surely anything that any ski can navigate, a hiker could navigate, regardless of their skill level. Well, I'm going this way, so. Again, the bush is lovely, and I gotta quit talking because the battery's flashing at me saying, don't use it all up. There's a grouse in there, a ruffed grouse. So I came back on the blue trail. I'm here now. I'm going to go down here to the road. And I did get out to that point, or at least it told me, the map told me I was there, but I didn't see anything that was really worth taking pictures of, so I don't know what that's all about. Unless they've let some brush grow up that's obscured the view, I don't know. Anyway, don't count on a view if you want to go out to there, because there's nothing there. And now I'm not that far from the roadway and back up to the Jeep. And it's been absolutely fantastic hike. I met one other hiker just a few seconds ago. So that's it for the whole time I was out here on the trail.